Hey everyone, it's me, Dustin. Today I want to talk about why disabled people should move to like Brooklyn Center, Brooklyn Park, Columbia Heights, Hilltop, Coon Rapids, and Fridley and Anoka. And the one main reason is Metro Mobility runs 24 hours in these areas. And if they don't run 24 hours, they at least run 20 hours a day. Because like Brooklyn Center and Brooklyn Park, they don't run like 24 hours a day, but they run 20 hours a day. And because they only close for 4 hours, and they close for 4 hours so they can clean the Metro Mobility buses. And Metro Mobility is like a ride sharing service where disabled people can use to get around. And a lot of disabled people use Metro Mobility to get to like doctor's appointments and all that stuff, to work. When I took Metro Mobility to the Mall of America the other day, this disabled girl lives in Fridley and she takes Metro Mobility all the way to Bloomington for work. And then she takes Metro Mobility back home to Fridley. And she can do that easily without worrying about what time she gets off her work, because Metro Mobility will take her home to Fridley 24 hours a day. And also here in Fridley / Columbia Heights, Hilltop, Coon Rapids, and Anoka area, we have a lot of basic apartments that, that disabled people can afford with their Social Security. You know what I mean? So if you guys come over here, you have 24-hour Metro Mobility, and then you guys have someplace to live off your Social Security. And I live here in Columbia Heights, right? Even just here in Columbia Heights, we have a lot of apartment buildings. They're owned by Anoka County, or they're owned by a third party that Anoka County audits and controls and helps fund for disabled people and low-income senior citizens to live in. So, and then we also have the 10 bus that helps us get from Columbia Heights, Hilltop, Fridley to the North Town Mall and Blaine, where then you can catch 805 to get to the shopping center in Coon Rapids, or you can hop on the 827 to get to Anoka Ramsey, downtown Anoka, or Anoka Technical College. Or you can hop on the 827 right in, northeast Minneapolis, take you to Northtown Mall and Fridley, too, and still Anoka Ramsey Community College, downtown Anoka, and Anoka Technical College. You know what I mean? So in my area, there's also a lot of public transportation, like city bus route, to actually get you around. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of people who do Uber in this area. So if it's like a blizzard and Metro Mobility is not going to be reliable that day, and city bus is going to be delayed that day, because out here, some days I just have to Uber to work, and some days I have to just Uber home. Some days I just have to Uber to the grocery store, and then some days I just have to Uber home. And it helps that I pay for Walmart Plus. So Walmart will deliver food to my house, because someone who can't drive, getting groceries home is always a pain in the butt. So I just pay for Walmart Plus, and Walmart, brings me my strawberries, my blueberries, my cereal, my canned soups. I love my canned soups, and all that right to my house. And then also like Sam's Club, if you're a Sam's Club membership, Sam's Club also has some partnership. I don't know what partnership they have, because I don't shop at Sam's Club, where the food can come to your house. So if you're like a Sam's Club member, so you know what I mean. And then in the northeast Minneapolis, we also have the Costco Business Center. So you can go there with any Costco membership, and you can take Metro Mobility to that Costco. And the Costco Business Center in northeast Minneapolis is freaking amazing. I like the Costco in Northeast Minneapolis, the business center, more than just the regular Costco in Coon Rapids. Like after going to the Costco business center in Northeast, I do not like going to a regular Costco like up the one in Coon Rapids. So then you can take, and then because Minneapolis has 24 hours metro mobility too, because of how many disabled people and all that live in Minneapolis, you know what I mean? You can get to the Costco Business Center easily with metro mobility, and then get back home. Just my area, metro mobility alone is a lifesaver. The only time I don't take metro mobility is when I go to work. Like when I go to my work, I I just take Uber or the city bus, because the issue with Metro Mobility is because their service is in so high demand, sometimes Metro Mobility is late. And they can't help it because they're trying to help thousands of disabled people get around, and they don't have enough drivers. So I take the 10 bus to work, and I take the 10 bus home, or Uber to work, or Uber home if it's really bad, and I don't, and I when it's hailing on me, I do not want to take the city bus to work. Nope, I'll just pay extra money and I'll just take an Uber to work. You know what I mean? So, and Central and University have every kind, and Coon Rapids Boulevard kind of has everything you need. Because in Fridley, we on University, we have a Walmart, a Sam's Club, a Cubs, another Cubs. We have two Home Depots. And then in Central, we have an Aldi's, a Target, and then we have a bunch of mom and pop grocery stores, because like we have a lot of little Easterners and Somalians and African American and West Africans, and in this area. So then there's a bunch of mom and pop grocery stores. So just so if you guys are disabled and you guys want to live independently, come check out Anoka, Coon Rapids, Fridley, Hilltop, Columbia Heights for like low income housing that you can afford off your Social Security. And if you need help, call the Anoka County Human Services Department up in Blaine, Minnesota. It's literally right next to Northtown Mall. So all the buses that go between the downtown Minneapolis and the Northtown Mall can easily get you to that area. And then, you can just go and, call them and say, hey, I'm a disabled, or I'm a low-income senior. I want to move to Anoka County. Can I please have the housing list? Because Anoka County has a housing list. And, you can ask, can I please have that housing list? And they will give you the housing list. And then from there, you can call them and you can ask them if they have any openings. Some of them, I'm really impressed, let you have pets. Some of them say, okay, you're disabled, you're allowed to have a pet, even if it's not a service animal. But they have to poop on only in this half of the property. And and you have to use poop bags. And if you don't use the poop bags, we might kick you out or something, So a lot of the reason why I moved to Anoka County was because Anoka County offers way better like disability services than what Hennepin County offered. So I was like, well, I can live on Lake Street in South Minneapolis where there's prison bars on my windows because of burglary. Or I can live in Anoka County where I don't have prison bars on my windows because I don't have to worry about burglary. So I chose Anoka County. So if you're kind of disabled, come check out Anoka County. And there's, if you're disabled, there's plenty of jobs out here for you to do, but it's going to be like more factory work or warehouse work or retail work. Because Anoka County's a very like blue collar county, while Hennepin County is more of a white collar county, more office jobs and more office jobs. Well, Anoka County is cheaper because we're more blue collar county. So a lot of the jobs out here be warehouse, factory, or retail. So I hope you guys have a good day. Bye-bye.